Alright, it's that time again. We're putting back the timing chain, so put the timing chain into these little puppies like that. And now it's time to lower it down. That goes down. Now we take this crankshaft piece and a crankshaft bolt, which is torque to yield, so shouldn't be reused like we'll be doing, but we go down here. Maybe get some light. We will, as you can see, timing chain is down here. We'll place this like that. Have to line it all up. Always, when you have problems, use some oil. There's some oil here. We cleaned everything up. So no oil here. Like that. We place the bolt here. Like that. Then we have these three little fellows. This is the upper one, you can see the difference. So this one have rubber seals. They should also be replaced, but yeah, they should. A lot of things should be done, but and this a bit different one. We'll get these finger tight. Then we'll take this one. And now people say you don't need to align them. Actually, I like to align them because you can see there are four holes there, and there are also 4 holes here. But you can see there's enough space for oil to flow inside. So yeah, there is really no need to align them. But what I do is, you can see the mark here. You cannot see it from this side. But what I like to do, oh yeah, and we don't have the locking tool right now, so the camshaft is turned to its side a bit. But we will place it like this, so it does align with the holes. So that one is in. Only one adjustable pulley, the other one is not. So a short bolt here. That's a very long bolt for a short bolt. Like that, finger tight. And the longer one here. And now the tricky part. Alright, now, once everything is assembled, first thing we'll torque down is crankshaft bolt. And as I mentioned, this is a torque to yield bolt. Which should be torqued to, I'll write the correct numbers, I think it's 5 kilos, 50 Newton meters, and then 180. And since this one has already been used, I will not be doing it that way, because if you tried that and try turning it 180, you would break everything up, because you cannot turn it 180 anymore. What we can do is, it's a very strong bolt. It's a very strong situation down there. And what we will do is tighten it to 150 newtons, which, as I said, you know me, I like doing stuff my own way, saving money wherever I can. But it's 12.9 bolt and crankshaft, it's pretty sturdy, forged one if I'm not mistaken. Either way, we will do it up as hard as we can. But as I said, don't, if you are reusing it, don't try and turn it 180 because you will break everything up. You cannot turn it 180 because the bolt has already been stretched up, and that's it. Once you did it, you need a new bolt. So if you want to do things right, use the new bolt. Now we'll do the carrier bearing bolts. So 30 newtons for the lower ones, and I think 25 for the upper one. So as I said, 30 newton meters for these two lower ones, and be careful because last time I did this I broke one, so this time I won't overdo it. And watch out, the lower ones are T45s. As you can see, T45s. The upper one is T50. Again, learned that the hard way, because if you put a T45 inside here, you would strip down the bolt and then have to buy the new one. Ask me how I know. We all know how I know. As I said, I like doing things 20 times in a row. Just to learn on my mistakes, because that's the way I like it, baby. Bear in mind, they do look big, but they're bearing bolts, and the thing you are screwing in is like M6 or M8, something small, and they break easily, so that's enough. No need to overdo them. Now, we have crankshaft locked in place. We have timing chain here. Oh yeah, the next thing we're doing right now is timing chain. Switch to Chinese, I'm sorry. Also, this was pretty insulting. That's how I love it. Now we are doing up the timing chain again. How many times? We are doing the timing chain tensioner. The timing chain tensioner. God damn it! I don't know. I'm tired. Maybe I should stop. But hey, I still haven't broken anything, so no, I'm not stopping. Now we do the timing chain tensioner, and we do it up to 65 newtons. Let's do that. So as you can see, the timing chain tensioner is, again, I use one as the bolts because all these parts are from my BMW, and they have around 1,500 maybe kilometers on them, so they are like brand new. And what we will do is find a hole here. We'll stick the tensioner in and just tighten it. Now there is a pre-tension tool in your locking tool set, whatever, but I prefer not to use it. And the reason I prefer not to use it is because it needs to be tensioned to something small, like 15 newtons. And trust me, you probably don't have a torque wrench that goes only to 15 newtons. And what you can do instead is torque down the timing chain tensioner, and then tighten everything down. It will work that way. Trust me, I know, I did this a bunch of times. Try to get around this no space situation. The engine is moved a bit forward, so I have enough room to use a torque wrench. Otherwise, bulkhead would be in the way. You have to take the engine mount off either way because you can't get to bearing bolts for the guys, so yeah, it works this way. Hopefully. That's it, 65 newtons. Now we just need to torque down the camshafts, which is pretty hard if you don't have camshaft locking tools. So yeah, this is about to get fun. So everything is tightened up. We did it without a tool, even though this looks like a tool, but it's not. It's for the BMW and I cannot fix it in place here. I can use it to align the exhaust camshaft, which is good. And how we did it? Well, I won't show you how we did it because I'm not encouraging that kind of behavior. But what I can tell you now is how we check that everything is aligned. As you've seen, fits here like a glove. So both sides are firmly on. When we check it out here, as you can see, it's firmly on. And one more thing to check out is that the camshafts are aligned one with another. And as you can see, there's practically no space here. So there should be, I mean, there could be 1 or 2 degrees of misalignment. But let me tell you right now, if you're using cheap tools like I am, you'll probably get the same result with that tool. But as I said, I'm not encouraging this kind of behavior. Use the tools you need to use, especially for a job like this, because this is a tricky job. You want to do it once and you want to do it right. So right now we're returning the engine mount. We returned this one. There's a Torx T30 or T40 Torx there. There are 4/16s holding the engine mount to the head, and then there are 6, I believe it's 6 T45 Torx that are holding the engine mount due to the chassis rail, and 4 to the mount that goes into the head, and it's bolted by those already mentioned 16s. And the engine is now bolted in place, so we can finally remove this goddamn jag that was always in the way. And now we march on. What next? So a quick summary and reminder to myself. What have we done? Everything right here is bolted up, torqued down. Intakes, exhaust. Okay, we need to torque down the exhaust shield. There is a little carrier that goes here. We need to torque that down. And we can put the valve cover back on. Well, I guess that's it. Let's do it. Well, no, we kind of totally forgot this part. So when you're doing this, put this, what's that? The thing that drives the water pump, put it before you put the mount in, because now, yeah. Okay, so they are doable from down here, which is a nice bit of news. But either way, maybe do it before you put the engine mount in. Should have more space. Now we'll release this a bit. Can you hold it here, please? And now put this in. So 3 E10 or E8s, I believe they are E10. now it's time to put the belt on. So what I'll be doing is releasing the tension from the tensioner. She will be putting the belt on. We release the tensioner, put this cover back on, and that's it. The belt is back on. We put the O2 sensor back in, and now we're putting this bracket, which goes like this, like that. And now this all goes in like that, then around here somewhere, as this also goes around and clips like that. So it's here, and then we clip everything up like that. Okay, we'll put this on once we put the valve cover back on. So we're back at no light situation, but this is on. We'll be putting on these bolts. So 1, 2, these are the longer ones. 3, 4, 5, 6. Wrong, this one. That's the correct one. We have one here, one inside here, so one more here, and this one here. Whoop. And now these are mostly in. We'll take a drill. Alright, now everything is assembled. Again, I'm sorry for the lighting, just don't have any better lights right now. But yeah, that's on. So next, while everything is disassembled, we will change the oil filter and change the oil. And then what's left to do is we'll check the compression. As you can see, the spark plugs are already out. We'll check the compression, and that will be it for today. So let's start with the oil change. As you can probably hear in my voice, I'm pretty much exhausted right now. So this is more or less assembled, and yeah, I have no light. So either way, this is assembled. The oil has been changed. Actually, the oil has been dropped. I'll pour in new oil. Battery has been connected, and the car is ready for the compression test. So I'll show you as we are doing that. But as I said, I'm too tired, I have no light, and for today this is mostly it.